Hello.
We're here. We did it.
Hi.
Only 4 of us today.
Little babies.
We're just babies. I'm just a baby.
Wee babies in space. Wee.
I'm in space. Space. I'm in space. Space. Okay.
Well, in space, no one can hear you, Nat 1, so.
I'm okay here.
Hello, everyone. I guess I'm in charge today,
Yeah.
so I should probably do an introduction. So, hello.
Nah.
We are skipping the sunset today to do, well, I guess we're skipping the sunset over Vengalia to do sunset over the span. We are going to be running the Gen Con module for the game that I am working on, Mörk. This is the one that Matt and I both ran at Gen Con for some playtests. We're going to try that out today. And yeah, so come hang out. I'm just getting messages and it's distracting me, Matt.
Ignore that comment. I'm adjusting your volume, and every time Discord's like, I'm gonna invite someone to a server. That's not what I want.
Amazing. Yep. Anyway, yeah. So we are gonna go ahead and start, I guess, because we have to get characters made, and we got to roll through this pretty quick. But in case, oh yeah, there you go, Has-Been Wizards. That's my company. You check out our sponsors, our sponors, our all that good stuff. If you're interested in Mörk, you can find it at mörksoul.com. Mörksoul.com, right there. If you like what you see here, come check it out. Come hang out with us. Come play some games sometimes. Anyway, yes, cool. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm extremely prepared and totally ready for this. So we are doing good. All right. So welcome, everyone, to the Span, the space horror, entropic chaos, falling apart galaxy that we will be playing today's game in. You all will be playing Scabs, the sort of found family on a spaceship, traveling the stars together, trying to just eke out some kind of existence in a galaxy that really truly doesn't care about you. You should all have the
What part of
playtest
this is
stages.
fictional?
Well, yeah, I mean, true. Yeah, exactly.
You don't say that
The
part out loud,
spaceships,
Matt.
Yeah, the spaceships.
Got
I
it.
want to be in a
That's the quiet
spaceship.
That's right, because we own them, not the billionaires. That makes sense.
Exactly. But the only law of the Span is that a scav is loyal to their crew above all. They hold no loyalty to laws, factions, industries, or specific planets. So you can peruse the books as you would like. There are some things that we are going to start out with. We're gonna do something I didn't do in the Gen Con test because I want to try it out. We are gonna do an entropic decay die in this.
Yes.
And I think just to keep it fun, we're gonna do a D6.
D6.
So
Ooh.
we're nearing the end of all things. So entropic decay, this is sort of a Morkborg thing that exists in Morkborg and Cyborg and Mörk and a bunch of the games. There's this idea that like things are ending and like how quickly they're ending is determined by a die. A D100 means not much is going to happen. D20 means there's some bad stuff that's starting to happen. D12, D10, D6, D4. Basically what happens if you roll a 1, anytime you roll your entropy die, if you roll a 1, it causes a null incursion, which then leads to some bad shit happening, like stellar explosions and a third of the stars in the galaxy being wiped out. So we're going to go ahead and start with a roll for this. And
Melissa's
just
face
see.
is so great on that.
We're just gonna go ahead and see. We're playing in. So I guess nearing the end of all things. It's a 3, so we're safe for now. But if we continue this, we'll continue to roll that. Basically, you roll that at the start of every day to see what's happening, and then there's other things that can cause the entropic die to roll.
Planetary explosions is very different than the first time we did this Conlin and Scourgeborg.
I also now
Stellar.
have the End of All Things song stuck in my head. So it's just like appropriate vibeful metal just rocking in the back of my brain.
Hell yeah. Cool. All right. Well, like many games, this is a Borgy D20 ability score kind of game. There are 4 ability scores. There's Brawn, Agility, Spine, and Smarts. Brawn is sort of your ability to lift, punch, throw, hold your breath, take a hit. Agility, sneak, shoot, pilot, dodge, mechanics. Spine is willpower, using null marks, which we'll cover. Charm, perception. Smarts, which is technical weapons, technology, science, fixing something, investigating something, general brain stuff. There is advantage and disadvantage in this game, so we will be using that as we need to. That is a little bit different than some of the other board games, which do not have that rule, but we will be using it. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Who would like to go first in creating your scav?
I do.
All right.
I playtested this on the GM side, but I didn't get to roll a scav, and I was kind of jelly.
Yeah. All right. So, Matt, we'll go ahead. Do you want to roll for a class first?
I definitely want to do a class. Yeah, let's do a class.
Cool. So go ahead and give me a D6 roll.
I'm gonna use my tiny little Blood for the Blood God metal dice.
Hell yeah.
A 1.
And all right, we'll do rerolls on numbers that come up twice, so that way we'll keep everybody having fun things. But that means you're a paper thin station rat.
Yes.
Yeah. So
hold on now. Should I reroll and pass that to Haley? Because I know that
that's true.
Haley really wanted that
yeah.
vibe.
Go ahead.
Okay. No, it's okay. The dice decide, and I'll see what other options there are.
But I played that last time. I got to play my little like masked up weird crawl through the walls.
You were Mole.
I was Mole.
Yep.
I found them. Yeah. I'll play something else. I'll reroll.
Go for it. Yeah.
Come on. Into the box. A 2.
That is a split skin mark bearer.
Oh fuck yes! I get to be
that's
the
a cool
caster.
One. Chaos. Yeah. So skipping the pattern has left your body covered in null marks, tearing their way through every inch of your skin. Go ahead and give me another D6 roll.
Another D6. Here we go. A 4.
All right. Strange manifestations occur whenever you skip the pattern. The pattern shifts space to you to bring someone closer to you for a moment. You can convey a single sentence message to someone in the span. Anytime you skip the pattern, you will have that ability to send a message. Some flavory kind of stuff there. And then go ahead and give me one more D6.
That's going to be a 5.
All right. Null has left you transformed. The door to Null does not shut all the way for you. You can teleport to a place you've been before since the last time you skipped the pattern.
Amazing. Can I do that infinite times or just once?
That's a great question. That's something that this playtest has not found yet.
I'll add that to the list.
I'll say once per skip.
Okay.
I think makes sense on that since it's the last time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
So every time you skip the pattern, you'll be able to do that one more time.
So I can teleport to a place I've been since the last time I skipped.
Yes. You're basically half of a Groundhog's Day. You can reset yourself
go back.
to any place that you've
that's
been.
Fucking
Yeah. All right. You can also just make note of this. You have +2 spine when we'll roll those abilities. -1 brawn and -1 agility.
+2 spine, -1 brawn and agility. Got it.
Yes. Cool. We'll go ahead and we'll do classes first.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back. So, who would like to go next?
Should we do Haley since Haley has the next one?
Yes.
The paper thin.
Sure.
All right. You want you're taking Matt's first one.
Can I roll and see and then see if I still
Yeah, go ahead.
I want options because I like choices. All right, what am I rolling?
A D6.
D6. I got a 6.
All right. That would make you a Star Syndicate Liquidator, which is sort of melee class fighter character. You're big and strong and punch the shit out of things, but you're kind of not agile and
used to work for like space organized crime.
Yeah.
It gives me a little bit of
I
Mo
feel like
vibes.
I did play that. I was gonna say I think I played that last time, so I'm gonna go the number. If I can, I want to choose number 1. Yeah.
Yes. Paper thin station rat. Low gravity.
I wonder if the camera caught that. I just picked my pen up and the lid like hit me.
Amazing.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Low gravity and artificial sun have warped your body. Your limbs are a bit longer than usual. Your skin is paler than it should be. And go ahead and roll me a d6.
A 1.
You need less oxygen than other humans. When rolling to hold your breath, you roll a d8 instead of a d6.
This is sounding a lot like the Expanse or
That's pretty
Carbon,
cool.
Altered Carbon or
Yes.
whatever this is.
Heavily based on Expanse, a little bit of Altered Carbon, Dead Space, or Dead Space.
Yeah, Dead Space.
What
Alien.
was the name of
A little bit of
this?
Firefly.
It's probably in the book, isn't it?
Yeah,
If
the
I
paper
scroll
thin
far.
station rat is the class.
Beautiful. Yes.
So to kind of talk about that mechanic real quick, if there's ever a point at which you are breathing and not in an atmosphere, so if your spacesuit breaks, you don't have your spacesuit on, and the atmosphere goes away, whatever, you will roll to hold your breath. Normally, you roll a d6 plus your brawn. In your case, Haley, you get to roll a d8.
Nice.
We'll also cover the other stuff you have, but you have -2 brawn and +2 agility, which we haven't rolled yet, but just like note down that you'll add those or subtract those.
And what was
and
it?
then-
+2 agility.
Yeah. Melissa,
Yes.
give me a d6 roll.
Okay, I'm going to use the free dice I got from Gen Con from Pathfinder's booth. So,
Nice.
see. I got a 1.
Go ahead and re-roll, because that's the same thing Haley has.
Okay. I got a 6.
Okay, that makes you the Star Syndicate Liquidator, which is the
Yeah.
other one that Haley rolled. Cool. So you used to spend your days removing obstacles for a crime syndicate, eliminating the competition, silencing rats, or sending evidence out the airlock. You've left that life behind, but the claws of your past dig deep. You, and roll me a d6.
Okay. That's a 3.
Got addicted to the vices you've peddled. So that's just your flavor kind of roll. So whatever that means for you, whatever thing your syndicate was in charge of, that is what you're addicted to.
I was following along in the book, and like I love that one, but 6 is amazing. Have resting try me face.
Yes. I love it. All right, and your signature tools were one more d6 roll.
Oops. I also forgot to ask you for access to the sheet before, so I just sent it to you now.
You should be able to just make a clone or a copy of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Fill it out for yourself.
That is a 2.
2. Incredible. The Subliminal Slugger, a custom electrocapacitive bat that deals a d6 of damage and requires a d14 toughness test. Not for you when you hit somebody with it. The electrocapacitive bat is a weapon. This one's just a big version of that.
Amazing.
I'm gonna wipe people out of existence. Jesus Christ.
That sounds amazing. I'm gonna stay on your good side. I'm glad I'm on your crew.
All right. So now we'll roll back to the top. Matthew, do you want to roll abilities? Let's go ahead and do. We will start with. Oh, sorry, real quick, Mel. Do you want to make a note? You have +2 brawn, -2 agility.
+2, -2. Okay.
And those will get added after you roll.
Okay.
So, all right, Matt, go ahead and give me 2d4, one after the other, or roll 2 dice and choose which one is your first.
Yep.
We're going to subtract the second from the first.
Yep. So I'll have my metal one be the first one, and my rubber one be the second one. So metal minus rubber.
Cool.
Which is going to be, why does the metal one have to be so tiny? Well, 4 minus 2, so 2.
Okay. A 2 for brawn.
2 for brawn. But I have -1, so that'll be just +1
so
brawn.
just a 1. Yep.
1 brawn. And then agility. I'll also have a -1 to this. Which is going to be a 3 minus 2 minus 1, so just 0.
0.
And then spine, I get +2 to this. Watch me just cock up the roll, though. Yep, really cocked up the roll. 1 minus 3, so -2. +2, 0.
Yeah, you're good.
And then smarts. 3 minus 3, 0, so just 0.
Amazing.
I have
what an incredible
0, 0.
Yeah, incredible. All right, Haley. Same deal. D4.
My one ring D4 is going to be the first one because it's oddly shaped, so it's easier to tell them apart. We've got a 3 and then a 4.
Okay, so -1 for Braun.
And then minus another 2, so
minus another 2.
-3
Yes,
for
-3.
Braun.
Yep.
You are paper thin.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. All right, next one is 4-1.
Oh.
Okay, so
Plus
3
2.
plus 2. So yeah, you have a 5 agility.
5. What the fuck?
Holy shit.
I mean, this is exactly what you wanted to roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want that. For spine, though. I want to do magic spine.
3-3.
Okay,
So 0.
for spine.
Smarts. 4-3.
Okay, so 1 in smarts.
Nice.
Okay. What the? Okay. I gotta
That's
stay away
pretty
from
good.
everything. I'm staying in the vents.
Mel.
Yes.
2d4. Roll your first one, and then subtract the second one. You can roll 1 and then just roll it again if you want. However you want to do it.
Okay. So 2d4.
Yep.
Got that, and then this one was 2. So 4 and 2, so 6. And
Subtract.
No.
So
sorry, my
Subtract
bad.
first one.
First one is 2.
I'm paying attention. That's 2. Sorry.
Yep. So your brawn is 2, but I believe you get a
Plus
plus
2.
2, so you have a
Yes.
4.
4 brawn.
Hell yeah. Alrighty.
This is insane. The whole point of doing the D4s is that it usually averages towards the middle.
Yeah.
All right. Agility. So you
So
roll
that's-
1d4 and pick which one is going to be the first one. Roll that, and then
Okay. Okay, that'll be... Knowing my luck, that's going to be the first one, so that's a 3, so that'll be number 1. Hey, I was right! So, that's a 4. Well, sorry. 3 minus 1, that's 2. Minus 2, I have 0 for the agility.
0 agility.
I'll take that. That's an
0
average.
in what is supposed to be your bad stat is not bad at
Yeah,
all.
I'll take
No.
that. I will definitely take that.
One more. Well,
Spine?
2 more times. Yep. Spine is what you're rolling next.
Okay. Well, what are you? Alrighty. 0 for spine! Yay!
Yeah. And
I'm
then
alright.
Smarts.
Schmart.
I'm real curious to see how this game's gonna go if nobody rolls like
Okay.
any smarts.
Yeah.
We've got no spine and no smarts.
So I have 4 minus 2, so that's 2 for smarts.
Okay. Not bad. Yeah,
All
there we
right.
go.
That's
That was
cool.
a solid roll. Yeah.
We got a good balance-ish.
You got those street smarts.
Yeah.
Street
Yeah.
smarts.
Just none of us are charismatic at all. There's just like the 3 of us like
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Matt.
Yes.
We'll roll. So you have a D4 for your ripples.
Oh, yeah.
Add that so you can roll that and get
I'll
your
roll it.
however many you have.
See what we got. I'm gonna need a lot of these. I only have 2, but that's still okay.
Not bad. Yeah. And then go ahead and give me a D6 roll for
This
your
is
HP.
This is for my HP.
Brawn
Okay.
plus D6. Yeah.
I get to add 1 to this.
Yeah.
I have 5 HP. I'll live
All right.
forever.
Yeah, you're immortal.
How much did Mole have? Didn't they have 1?
I had like 1. I had 1 or 2. I was real low.
I'm about to have no hit points
Yep.
because I've got to roll a d4 minus 3.
You have 1 hit point.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to roll.
Yeah.
It can't go lower than 1.
Yeah. I have-
Amazing.
One hit
Oh,
Incredible. And you have a D2 for your ripples. So if you want to roll that, you'll know how many ripples you have.
I rolled a 2, so that's 1.
Cool.
Does that go into glitches?
Yeah, I named it wrong on that sheet. They are ripples, not glitches. That was my bad.
I will cross that out so I don't accidentally say that. And what was it? Ripples.
Ripples.
I made those character sheets in like 5 minutes right before we started. So they're quickly thrown together.
Rara said 1 HP
Mel.
seems fun. Yeah, this is a lethal system.
This is a lot of fun, though, Rara.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mel, you have a D12 for your HP.
Yay!
Plus your brawn. So.
All right, if I can find a D12,
Here
that'd
comes
be great.
the 1.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Hey, I got 12!
Holy shit. And what was your brawn? It was a...
It was 2, so I have 14!
Yeah, all right, you
Holy
have 14
shit.
HP.
Oh,
Mel
sorry, no! My brawn is 4, so I have 16 HP.
Mel is functionally immortal in this game.
I'm gonna live
Incredible.
forever. Run over by truck.
Oh my god.
I mean, to be fair, you need that HP if you're in melee in this game.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
Oh, and in this module for sure, because melee is not a fun spot to be. All right, give me a D2, and that'll be how many ripples you have.
Kentucky, we're gonna go. Whoops, Jesus. Well, that worked. 2.
All right, so you have 2 ripples. Okay,
Cool.
and then we will go ahead and do equipment.
Yay.
We're getting there. We're almost done. So randomized kit. We'll start Matt. Go ahead and give me a D8 roll.
D8. A 2.
You have a bottle of alcohol. It has. Go ahead and roll a D8 again.
That is a 5.
It has 6 pours left, and could probably be used as rocket fuel in a pinch. All right. Go ahead,
Amazing.
Haley. Give me a D8.
Oh, 5.
5. You have D4 Molotovs, so go ahead and roll a D4.
Fuck off. 2.
All right, so you have 2 Molotovs, and they do D4 damage up to D3 targets for D2 rounds. So
Sorry, what was that?
you don't need to roll those right now, but you do D4 damage.
D4
up
damage.
to-
That's all I wanted to do, though.
Yeah. And that is listed in the weapons table if you need it. And then Mel, give me a D8.
So many buttons at once. Okay, hold on. D. Yep, D8. Whee! That's a 4.
You have a small can of air.
Nice.
It's one of my vices.
Puffing
With it,
air.
go with pure oxygen.
Yeah. This one's grass scented.
I love that clean stuff.
Okay.
All right, Matt, give me a D12.
The best dice. A 1.
You have a ping. You have a personal integrated networking gear, which means you can connect to computers remotely. Outside of this system, or like in this system outside of like your ship, you are basically unable to connect to technology unless you're right at a terminal. So this allows you, if you can see a terminal, you can access it.
Hell yeah.
Haley, same thing, D12.
6.
You are all of the explosives, which is an insane thing for the character that has 1 health to have. You have D4 thermite flares.
Oh my
So go ahead and roll a
Kill
D4.
yourself like 8 times over with just a kit that's on you. Don't go anywhere
literally-
flammable.
Yeah, I'm literally just like this wisp of a woman that is just carrying her more than her weight in explosives. I got 1.
Dynamite. Big ones. Mel.
What was it called? Sorry?
Thermite flares.
Dinamite. No.
Go ahead and give me a D12.
A
Mel.
D12. Alrighty. Oop. Let's see if I get a good roll again. 11.
You have 1 meter of nanowire.
Ooh. 1 meter. Alright.
And one more time, Matt. Another
D12?
D12.
Coming right up. That is another 1.
You have fire extinguisher.
Solely for Haley's character.
Exactly, yes. We need that. I'm rounding out the group.
We've been working together for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first purchase.
Incredible. Haley, D12.
You're gonna be able to see me play the goblin character finally. That you've been dreaming of. I got a 12!
Ooh, okay. You have improved life support. Your life support die is a D6. So we'll go over life support here, but just go ahead and note that you have improved life support.
D what? What dice was
it's
it?
a D6. That is actually,
I'll just
I think,
put that down and then
something we need to change there, Matt. That's wrong about this. It actually just increases your life support die by 1 because your armor determines what your life support die is. So. Yep. I think it does end up being a D6 for you anyway, so you're good.
Yeah.
But
if I had better armor, then it would increase the die up from that armor. Because I have a tier 1 spacesuit with 3 doses of synthetic growth hormone.
Yes. Mel, D12.
Yes, D12. Let's see. Whoop. Oops. Back I messed up. 2.
You have a rejuve syringe. It has. Go ahead and roll me a D4.
Ooh. Okay. Go for the diamond-shaped one. 4.
It has 4 injections and heals a D10 each time you use one. So you have health potions, basically.
Yay!
You are never dying.
Nope.
or
keep us alive!
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's working extremely hard to keep you all alive.
Literally, what happens is Mel stands at the front and we just yell words of encouragement as they beat the shit out of everybody.
You got this. I believe in you.
Well, no, you throw the Molotovs at Mel to light Mel on fire, and then Matt puts Mel out with the fire extinguisher.
Yep, we got this.
I charge ahead to enemy encampments, so
yeah.
Just in flames, just like.
I am the Trojan horse. Anyway.
Alrighty. We'll start with Haley on this. So yeah, you have a tier 1 spacesuit as well, as you noted, and then 3 doses of synthetic growth hormone. You can just.
What does a tier 1 spacesuit mean?
I will cover that in just a second.
Okay.
It does
Matt?
mean the improved life support does need to bump up because tier 1 is a D6 life support die.
Okay, yeah, so it's a D8 then, yeah. Matt, you also have a tier 1 spacesuit.
Yep.
And a random null mark. So let me go ahead and give me a D20 roll.
Yes. What is my spooky space power? 18.
18, incredible. Absolutely incredible, Matt. You have death. Black tendrils surround all creatures within 10 meters, causing them to lose 4d10 HP.
Wait,
Holy
what?
shit.
Magic powers.
Almost Quarry came over. There's a crossover.
Yeah.
And go ahead and roll me a D8, Matt, to go along with that.
Yeah, what's my null bleed?
Yeah.
Rah calling me out for being a hentai weeb in chat.
We made that joke the last time, though, so...
It's still good. That's the evergreen.
You can't have a space game without tendrils.
You can't. That's a 2.
2. Ooh. Desynchronization. You're always a few microseconds out of sync with the rest of the...
Well, now Conlon is out of sync because Conlon just went quiet. So
I thought that was me.
That's funny. Incredible.
Oh, okay. So I'm always, so this is the like, you have the passive benefit that's like mostly narrative and role play, and then if I fumble on a null mark, then it activates my null bleed and it has a mechanical debuff. So if I fumble, I'll fall even further out of phase, and for the next minute I have test defense DR -4 and attack DR +4. So it's easier for me to defend, but it's harder for me to attack because I'm not where everyone else thinks I am, but they're not where I think they are either.
I love it. It works really well with the being able to jump back into previous time skips and stuff like that.
I'm skipping through space and time constantly.
Yeah, and that's like a side effect of doing so. Like you're not here properly. Oh, I love it. This game, the random tables, the generation. Let's do it. What else? Do we get personality or fashion roles in this one, or am I gonna have to draw up a table for this game?
Yeah, you can make a table if you want. Right. They are on the way. There are some tables in this. We'll roll a few of them. But we do need Mel. Give me a D3 roll.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you get a better spacesuit.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. That's a 6, so 3.
3. Damn. All right. So you have a tier 4 spacesuit.
Hell yeah!
Go ahead and write that down. Mel is, as I've said, functionally immortal, which is incredible.
I'm so glad. You know what? Can I actually live in like one of those like suspended liquid pod tube thingies that's like integrated into Mel's suit? A back to tank that's like integrated into Mel's suit.
In the back,
I can do is, and I'm just like a head with a literal sperm, and I'm just like, I'll get it. Like,
we just went Death Stranding on this.
Death Stranding / the littlest brother in fucking Mad Max Fury Road.
Incredible.
Get in, brother.
Oh God.
So,
Jesus Christ.
note for Haley and Matt, you both have tier 1, which narratively is a bulletproof vest and a hard pack. You can theme that however you think it looks on your character, but it is better than nothing, but it might stop a bullet. You have a D2 damage reduction, so when you get hit, your armor can absorb a D2, and you have a D6 life support die, except for you, Haley, you have a D8 because of your improved life support. Mel, you have a power suit, which is tier 3. Oh, wait, no.
Tier 4.
Okay, that die is wrong. It has to be a tier 3. Tier 4 is not accessible. That would be an insane thing for you to have.
Oh,
sorry,
man.
yes, so tier 3. It should be a D2 plus 1.
Okay.
In this situation, it's things that Matt and I need to write down because it's playtest.
I got you.
Hell yeah. So you have a power suit. It is equipped with stasis protocols and regenerative nanobots. Do a negative. You have D6 of damage reduction. So every time you take a hit, you roll a D6, and you have a D8 life support die.
Yay!
Twinsies.
All right.
And no one has special weapon dice, so everyone will give me one more D12 roll.
I do. I have a D6.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, I forgot yours does. Yeah.
I'm a sorcerer. I don't do.
Yeah.
11.
Haley, you have a katana.
Yeah.
Just a straight up katana.
You are such a fucking.
Can I re-roll?
You are the fucking space equivalent of like a Chad, like not a Chad. What's the guy that drinks too much Monster and like punches a hole in drywall and
Mole Ninja.
Yeah. Incredible.
This katana is real quality.
It does a D6 of damage.
Fuck's sake, I don't want a melee weapon.
It's alright, you have a fuck ton of grenades too.
Yeah.
So you'll be fine.
So many grenades.
I just put the grenades on the tip of the katana and just flick it like one of those dog toy fucking rods.
I will say, like, one of
Was it D6 of damage?
D6 of damage.
One of the good, I will say, even if you don't want a melee weapon, one of the good things about having a melee weapon is that when you're in a melee situation, you aren't absolutely fucked.
Yes, that's good. That is a good thought. Thank you for that.
All right, Matt, D6, what'd you roll?
Keep people katana length away.
I rolled a 2, which means I got a rivet gun. D6 damage.
Hell yeah. And then Mel, D12.
D12. I got a 3.
3. You have a plasma thrower, which does D4 damage up to D4 targets.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I forgot. Do we do mags for ranged weaponry?
No.
Okay.
No mags. there's some combat rules for
Cool.
that kind of stuff, but no mags.
Yes, but you're
Cool. Alrighty. Then I believe that's all the tables. Do we want to roll your ship now, or we should roll it now because you're gonna start now. You're gonna start out on it. I know, Matt, you rolled it at the end of the one that you ran. But you're gonna start in the ship, and potentially you'll have modules that like you might want for something. So we'll find out. So yeah, we will go ahead and roll up everything here. Carrying capacity. One note, real quick. Carrying capacity is just your brawn plus 8. That's how many things of normal size you can carry.
5.
I'm trying to think if there's any other quick rules. One thing that makes this system a little differently, it's probably not going to come up too much in this, but like it's just something to know. There is no money in the game. You have just a kind of nebulous concept of cargo. You're always working towards your skip and your like found family gaining cargo to sell and trade for things. So you have a cargo die. You'll start with a D4 cargo die that goes on the skip sheet. That is barely enough to get by. But it is some amount, and it goes up to a D12. Basically, whenever you make big purchases like new weapons, ship modules, armor, or restocking your fuel, you roll your cargo die. If you roll a 1, your cargo die decreases by 1. And then if you have, there's a concept of big hauls. If you loot or salvage something that has like a tag on it, essentially saying like this is a big haul, you can roll. If you crit, so you roll a max on whatever your die is, your die goes up by 1. So it's an exploding die kind of scenario there. And then some hauls are just so big that they just automatically increase your cargo die because of the landfall.
no money, just like real life.
What are we gonna call our ship?
Ooh, is there is a name generator table, isn't there?
There is actually. Yeah. Ship and station names. So if you want, it's a 2d6.
All right,
Ooh.
I'm on it.
I was gonna go online. For it,
33.
So 2 3s.
Yeah, 2 3s.
So the Helix Drift is the name of your ship.
Ooh.
That's a dope
That's-
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helix Drift.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll up your skip real quick. So go ahead and give me. We'll start. Whoever wants to do it, just give me a D8 roll.
Okay.
Does anybody?
I'll try it. See if I can actually find a D8 die. That'd be a good idea. Let's go. Yeet. 2.
2. All right. You have 2 hull points.
Maybe I shouldn't be touching all of the sensitive stuff.
Haley, give me another D8 roll.
Please
we'll
roll
go
better
backwards
than me.
From the way we did.
5.
So 5 cargo slots. You can hold up to 5 normal-sized items in your cargo.
Okay.
Matt,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and give me a D4.
A 3.
Your weapon is a mine.
Yes.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Mine.
I will
Mine.
explain skip
Mine.
weapons when we
Mine.
get into skip combats,
Okay.
but it's a like floating explosive that falls into one of the. There's a
Like one of those
category
big
weapons.
balloons that are underwater? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
It goes
Yeah.
boom.
Yep.
yeah, beautiful.
And
We're an
then
explosives heavy crew.
yeah, we are. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
incredible. I love it. Mel, give me a D6.
Haley's character always has to push the button too for the explosive for the mine. 4.
You have a docking module, so you can go ahead and add that to your
Ooh.
modules.
Okay, docking. I was gonna. Never mind.
Yep. It's there.
Docking module. Done.
And then Haley, another D6.
2.
That's what they called me in college.
That's an armory.
We have an armory.
Yeah, so you have an armory on the skip.
Okay.
What does that mean? We can fix our
So
shit.
as a note, as is every Borg game, this is OSR, so there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't have actual use. But if you tell me, would our skip have this thing? Because we have that module, we'll figure it out and we'll decide.
Yeah,
So
cool. I feel like
yeah.
it's a replacement gun for everybody. Like,
I would say if you wanted to make the argument that you had like a very low level like rivet gun style thing or a certain number of like weapons on the skip because of that, I would probably allow that. If you just thinking about the fact that you have 2 people with ranged weapons and 1 with a melee weapon, if you would like to say that, you can figure that out. We'll decide when we actually start playing. But yeah, so you have a mine. You have if you would like to write it down, the mine is a targeted damage type weapon. It does 3d10, which is probably too much, as Matt and I discovered, but we're gonna keep it and just find out again if it's too much.
We'll see again. Maybe we roll all 1s and it's like, oh, okay, this is the balance of that.
Cool. You have no health and no shields.
I get to press the button. I get to roll the dice.
Is a mine targeted? It shouldn't be targeted.
It said
it is
targeted.
Technically targeted.
Okay.
In the same way. So I can cover
It
this
could be
real quick.
shot out of the sky with point defense.
Yes.
That's what that
There
means.
are there's 4 weapon types for skips in this game. There's targeted, which are self-propelled weapons that have their own speeds and takes that many turns to reach a target. Mines are a little special in that they have a speed of 0. When you release them, they just end up in space, and then when someone enters the quadrant that they're a part of, they explode and do damage. So
cool.
They're like
so it's like
traps.
caltrops. You're like dropping them behind you as someone flies into the
exactly.
Cool.
There's energy weapons, which are typically low damage, but they move at the speed of light, so they don't suffer from attack and defense DR changes. Then there's kinetic weapons, which is basically just throwing a big rock at somebody as fast as you can. That rock might be made of metal, it might be made of something else, but they do suffer DR changes at distance. So if you try to shoot somebody that's really far away, it's harder, but if someone tries to shoot at you from really far away, it's harder for them as well. Cool. So that is skip. We'll go over skip combat when we get a little bit closer. We'll talk about
Shield
all that.
and reactor? Do we need to roll for that?
Your reactor is just a level 1 reactor. You do not have a shield. You did not roll a shield module, so we'll see what happens.
And what is bridge dice?
You have 1 D4 for your bridge dice currently, because you have a tier 1 bridge.
I think I
and
just
any
realized.
specialty crew?
No specialty crew yet.
I think I just realized why I'm so high in HP is because I need to last the longest in space because I rolled so low for our ship. So.
Oh, the good news is if the ship blows up, you all die anyway. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter how much HP you have. You might just die.
We're all the same out there.
Yeah. Radical. Okay.
Do we want to roll for skip class?
Oh yeah. We should do that real quick. Thank you, Matt. Yes. Go ahead and give me a. It's technically a
D7.
Well, yeah. So I'll say you can either choose Greenhorn or give me a D6 roll. So Greenhorn is you've spent your life on solid ground, artificial or real. Skips are new, learn fast. Once you upgrade, once you get your like first level up, basically, you pick either one of the 2 things that are there. Hard nose, which is like a +2 when you test in a skip position, or you're a natural, which is when you pick one of the other classes. But we'll go ahead and just do a D6 roll.
I'll do
that
D6.
way we all have actual.
Yeah. I do like the greenhorn mechanics of like, I don't know what this is. I'll wait and see.
Yeah.
I got 6. Ooh.
It means you're a point defense operator.
Hell yes.
You have the special action Crack Shot, which is +1 to all tests while you are in the gunner position. Sadly, your ship does not have a gunner position currently, but well, I guess it technically does because it doesn't have the module for it, but it does have like mines, which there's just no roll for mines, so it's kind of a weird thing. But all right,
I will still
Mel.
include it in my theory of who this person is and how they act.
Mel, give me a D6 roll.
Okay. And I got a 5.
Radical. You are a mad genius. which gives you the special action Flip the Engines. Once per combat, you can attempt a maneuver to hard pivot the skip. You're going to test agility DR14, and then you gain minus DR attack, -4 DR attack and defense until next turn. So your attacks are basically you're pulling a crazy Ivan, flipping the ship, which throws everybody off except for you. So it's easier for you to defend against things, but it's also easier for you to attack once per combat.
Okay.
And then when Haley gets back, we'll have her roll as well. But since she just walked away, she gets to miss out. It's fine. We'll do another fun little roll. Give me a D20, Matt.
Haley's back.
Is this for the planet? Because I rolled this earlier because I was curious.
Homeworld?
Yeah. So I rolled a 14. I am from a planet of extreme cold covered in ice and snow.
Hell yeah. Okay, Haley, real quick, give me a D6.
1.
You're muted. A 1? You're a pilot. You have your special action is Steady Hands. You get a +1 to all tests while in the helm position.
Everyone needs a
Wait,
pilot.
how do you spell pilot? My brain is not working.
Pilot.
Yeah, cool, beautiful. And what was the thing? I get a
+1 to all tests while in the helm position. Basically, while you're flying the ship, you can add a 1 to everything you roll. Mel, give me a D20.
I got a 7.
7. You're from an Ecumenopolis, which is a city world. Think Coruscant from Star Wars, but a world that is just all cities.
Yeah.
The whole world is a city. Haley, give me a 20. D20.
You should have just kept it at 20, because then you could just...
I got a natural 20.
And that 20, hell yeah. I think you had this the first time we played this, actually. You're from a violent storm planet. Leaving or arriving requires waiting for a day. That weather is clear or risking your ship to navigate the storm.
I'm the little sister of Mörk.
Yeah. And as I said, this is a world where you sort of leave behind all previous connections to throw yourself into space. Homeworld is really just to give you an idea of who your character is. It's like every other kind of quirk table or anything like that. Cool. We, I think, are good to go. I don't believe there's anything else to roll here. Let's do one more roll just to show off one more table that is in here. That's kind of fun. This will be the module that I have occurs on a station. We will decide real quick what the solar system that station is in looks like.
Ooh.
So we'll start with Haley because we've kind of gone Matt through Mel and then back, and so Haley can go first this time. Give me a D6.
2.
A 2. This is a binary star system. So there are 2 suns. Then go ahead and give me 2 D6 rolls real quick, Haley.
2 suns. Very cool. 2d6?
2d6, yes.
Tell you them separately or add them together?
Separately.
6 and a 2.
6 and... Incredible. That's kind of wild, actually.
Yes!
So, this is a binary star system where one of the stars is a black hole. And the other one, what you rolled a 6 and a what?
2.
A 6 and a 2.
2. The other one is a giant star. So not a super giant, but is a massive star.
Literally one of my favorite things that's like depicted in like either NASA photography or like those this is what we think it would look like is when you see like the sun orbiting the black hole and there's just that big corona trail that just gets vacuumed up into total oblivion.
Yes. So
that's exactly what's happening. It's just a permanent swirl in the sky. That's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy.
Matt, give me a D8.
D8. That is going to be a 5.
5. There are 5 planets in this system.
Okay.
And give me a D20.
13.
There are 13 moons.
Oh shit.
For 5 planets, that's not too bad.
That actually that jives. Yeah.
And
that's a lot of moons per planet, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, depends, right?
Jupiter has a lot of wives.
Like a fuckload of moves. Yeah, moons. All right, and then Mel,
Hmm.
give me 5 d6 rolls because we rolled 5 planets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I got 5. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. We have we have basically everyone except 2.
Okay, so incredible. There is a supergiant planet. I'm actually not going to write all this down. None of this really matters, but it's just a fun example of the table. Supergiant planet. There is a super terrestrial planet, so one that's like slightly larger than Earth. Subterrestrial, which means it's slightly smaller than Earth. Mesoplanet, which is like Pluto-sized, tiny.
Gotcha.
And then planetoid, which is like basically an asteroid.
Like Pluto.
Yeah, and then
I love
Mel,
that a planetoid has got a bunch of moons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, or you know what? We should give it like 8 moons, so it's literally just like this
Yeah.
helix of like.
What? Okay, I'm biased because I know like where we're going in the adventure and that it's like mining. What if the planetoid is like the fractured remains of a planet that was mined hollow and then like collapsed, and it's just this sort of like bundled field of mess floating around in its old orbit?
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Incredible. And then Mel, go ahead and roll all of those 5 again.
Okay.
We gotta determine our biomes on the planets
Yeah.
we may or may not visit.
Oh God. There are 3 6s, 1 4, and 1 2.
Incredible. So there are 3 temperate planets. There's a frozen planet, and one that has extreme fluctuations of temperature.
And a
Nice.
partridge.
So the
in a pear tree.
planetoid is the extreme one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a
And then
Napoleon complex.
What was
that's
the
the
other
smallest
single one?
Frozen.
Frozen. Which one do you think would be the frozen? The meso, the one that's like Pluto?
Do you want
That feels right. Yeah, because there's no
Yeah.
core heat. There's not a lot going on geothermically.
And then the other 2 are temperate. Was it
Other 3 are temperate.
3 temperates. Yeah.
temperate?
Which is like Earth
Yeah.
levels. Okay, and then
Yeah, which makes
Well-
sense because all of them are terrestrial as well, and then there's a giant planet. So.
Imagine like a temperate supergiant. That's wild to me. That's a
yeah,
massive rock.
theoreticely could happen. Yeah. We'll skip atmosphere. We'll just do surface because that'll give you an idea what was being mined out here. Go ahead and give me a roll. 5 more d6s, Mel.
Oh God. Yeah, here we go.
I didn't leave space to add all this.
You have to write all of this
I need
down.
to go backwards.
I will say, having not rolled on these tables before, I looked at this page. This is all on half of a page. The level
Yeah.
of depth that we have
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
the building a solar system out.
Wow.
Okay. There's 1 1, 2 2s, 1 4, and 1 6.
Okay, so here you go. Yeah, there's one with an iron-rich core. There's 2 that are molten, which I don't know how that works with being temperate, but whatever. I guess it's that one planet, Mustafar from
Yeah.
Star Wars. It's lava and shit, but it's still livable.
It's temperate in
The
that
two-
life
the
can
two
exist
biggest-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The 2 biggest will be the lava ones.
sure.
Ooh.
What was it called?
Molten.
Molten.
And then one of them is coreless, which is wild that mapped out with what you
Planetoid,
said.
yeah.
The planetoid. And then what was the last roll, Mel? It was a
It was a 6.
6. One has continents, so like water with normal continents.
So the subterrestrial one has got continents.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what was the first one then? Because I missed that one.
Iron rich core.
Yeah, an iron.
Iron rich core. And that's the frozen one.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cool. It's a dense
Um,
ball of metal, cold metal.
Fun. Oh, I love it. This is so interesting. This is like
There's
the best
also-
part of the game. Almost the best part of the game.
There's
Let's
also,
make a world. Let's just keep rolling and keep rolling the worlds and the cities and each of these places and what races live on each of them. Let's just keep going.
Perfect.
Amazing.
We're making
There
a
is
new
technically tables for inhabited planets as well. So if this was something we wanted to, the nice thing about these 4 tables or whatever many there are is like you can pretty quickly roll up a place to start your campaign if you want.
Yeah.
But there's also station names and ship names in there, so you can do that as well. Radical. Okay, I think we are good to start then. We have spent almost an hour making characters, and so we'll jump
It's
right
fine.
in.
This is
All right.
episode 1.
Honestly, on par for when we usually do the Borg stuff and we
Yeah,
make characters
it's true.
on stream.
Oh, real quick, just lore shit. Skips, so-called for their skip drive that allows them to travel between the stars, are the most common kind of ship in the galaxy. They're usually piloted by a crew of 5 to 10. They are relatively small ships used for all sorts of odd jobs by all sorts of odd scavs. Most skips are old, cobbled together from pieces of their predecessors. So that gives you kind of an idea. Your ship is this just absolutely ancient cobbling of working parts that you are trying to keep running as best you can. All right. Mel disappeared, but as soon as Mel's back, we will go ahead and start out in...
Can we take a little break?
Yeah, do we want to take a break real quick?
We could go to break.
You do
and
go
then,
to break? Yeah.
And then we'll be back.
I feel like that's a good time, right?
Yeah,
and then
perfect time.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
See you in a
5
moment.
minutes. We'll be back. Get your bathroom snacks.
We're back.
Coming back in on the 1 minute and 23 second mark, like real professionals.
Yes, exactly.
All good. Exciting. All right. Well, before the break, we rolled up our characters, we rolled up our skip, we got everything ready to go. So now, welcome everybody. Welcome back. I hope you got your snacks. I hope you got your bathroom breaks and didn't throw any trash out of the airlock. So
I did.
Ooh, no.
everybody ready? We ready to start?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So welcome to A Ray of Light from Synthetic Dawn.
Ooh.
Red lights flash and klaxons blare. An automated voice repeats, "Critical system failure. Critical system failure." Slowly, you each begin to regain consciousness, unsure of where you are or how you got here. You awaken in your skip.
Okay, we are in our skip. We are in our skip.
Yes.
Are there windows in a skip, or is it? I don't know.
Sort of up to you. It could be like, yes, there are ways to look out
Okay.
and see. There
I am
screens
immediately
could
go to a where I can see out.
Sure. Cool. Yeah. Looking out, you see that you do appear to be inside something else. It looks to be some kind of station, perhaps. The fact that you have a critical system failure happening and are still alive means that there is at least atmosphere around you, or at least in the suits. As some like lore drop here kind of thing, you would typically be wearing your suit anytime that you're on the skip, just in case something bad happens and you depressurize, lose oxygen, whatever like that. But your little readouts on your life support, everything does indicate that you are still in oxygen yourselves. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run up and check my ship. I'm gonna go to the helm where I do my best work. Sit myself down and check the computers with my one smarts.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me a smarts roll. We'll get our first real roll of the game, an ability roll. Let's
How do
do it.
I? What do I? D20?
It's a D20 plus your smarts.
So smart.
19 plus 1, 20.
Okay, cool. And just like all of the other board games, most things are DR12. So you're just usually trying to beat a 12. If you're not going to be trying to beat a 12, I'll tell you beforehand that's what you're trying to beat. But yeah, absolutely. Deftly maneuver. You're, super quick, long, sort of station rat fingers flying over the virtual keyboards. You manage to pull up a little reading. Your ship
Systems
is
diagnostic.
fucked. It needs a lot of work.
Alrighty.
You seem to have taken both incoming fire, like ship fire, like ship-on-ship combat, and damage from an asteroid field. You see some like readouts of like larger dings. You can actually look probably right behind you, like in the ship, and see like a pretty massive hole in the hull, where there's now an asteroid, like just a little tiny bit of rock, like sitting on the floor with a little dent in that. It's not good. You're not in a good spot.
We're not in a good spot, I say to the crew.
All right. What is the other crew doing?
What kind of spot are we in? And I'm just like staring. I'm staring at the computer, but not reading
Was I
it.
able to get like, when I checked over the computers, was I able to get like where we are, like the location, like a location ping?
Yeah, I'll say you rolled high enough. You don't know for sure where you are, but you're sort of ping out into the void of this station that you're in, or this hangar that you're in. It does appear to be a hangar that you're inside of.
Okay.
Tells you that there's a terminal somewhat nearby that could probably give you some more information.
We're in a hangar. There's a terminal nearby, but I don't have any more information than that.
Can I see the terminal outside of like one of the windows here?
No, look.
Yeah. There's 360 views of your ship, like out from your ship. So with enough like maneuvering, getting to the right place, yes, you can look out and see. And I guess looking out into the hangar, you see a number of other ships. Give me a We'll call this a smarts check. Go ahead and
Alrighty. Yeah, 5.
Okay. Something's weird about these ships, but you're not 100% sure what. They just don't look like the ships that you would normally see in a like hangar of this size. But yes, you are able to find the terminal outside. You'll have to open the ship to go out of it, but given that there are holes in your ship, it probably is safe to open the door.
I'll relay that and just sort of seems weird, but fine.
Mel, what is? I guess we haven't determined character names either. Does anybody have names that they'd like to?
I can
Oh,
do.
no.
'Cause
Is there a table?
that's what I was thinking about the entire break. Was what the hell is am I called?
Let me pull up. It's not in the playtest docs, but I do have a name table in a different
Ooh.
document.
Nice.
So
Yeah, let's
let me pull
do
real
that.
quick.
Yeah.
Cool.
Tables.
And then
While
Mel,
we're-
you can quickly
Tables.
tell us what you're doing.
Yeah.
Insert name here.
Yes.
This is just like the last episode of Vengalia where we don't know what the fourth continent's called. So my character, I'd imagine, feels very much like they just woke up from a hangover, except it's probably a little bit worse than what a hangover would be. And I'd imagine she would have gotten up and probably had seen the asteroid on the ground, picked it up with her hand, and is just kind of looking it over like, I wonder if I could throw it as far and cause just as much damage. That's essentially it.
All right, real quick. This is a D66 table, so
Yes.
2 D6 rolls.
The best kind of table. I'll use the metal as the tens place. And 11.
All right. That's hilarious that you're dice, Matt. And this table doesn't matter, but good
roll
lord.
such shit. I roll so bad.
So your name is Olver, Olver.
Ooh, I
That was-
love that.
That was almost what I had. I was gonna name him Ogre, but Olver is nice.
Olver.
Yeah.
Ogre. It's all over now.
It's all over now.
Haley, D66.
42.
42. Okay, your name is LL. ELL.
Beautiful.
And
It's
Mel.
actually Eloise.
I like that
Okay, Mrs.
every character of
Packard.
Haley's is just a 90-year-old woman that has smoked for 100 years.
Now I'm thinking she's Mrs. Packard from the
Yeah.
Atlantis movie. And I got a 32.
32. Mari. M-A-R-I.
M-A. whoop,
Commander.
M-A. Commander, I think
Commander.
you should hear this. Predish Tem.
Yeah.
All right. Radical. Okay. There you have names now. Congrats.
Hooray!
We did it.
So, yeah. What would you like to do? You could open the skip. You could head on out. Whatever.
Good
you'd
luck.
like to do.
Oliver's just gonna stroll out. I'm picturing this guy as the like the reformed like grunge-tastic fucked up my life guy that is now in like business casual all the time. So like suspenders, slacks, button down, but beneath it's just scar tissue and these black marks and all of this fucked up shit all over the skin.
And Mari's just walking right behind him as the bodyguard, so to speak.
I'll survey the ship. I'm just gonna start surveying the damage on the ship, and I'm just keeping an eye out ish.
I'll step out, and once I see the terminal, I'll try and like remote in while I'm just like looking around and like, you know, one eye is doing computer things, the other eye is like looking at the weird ships that I don't understand.
Cool. Yeah. Yes, totally able to do that. In my headcanon of this, the interfaces. So you have where Cyborg has RCDs, which are like the things that kind of sit over your face, your VR goggle kind of things. This is skinterfaces. So you have interfaces kind of embedded into your skin across your body that allow you to interface with technology. Yours, I think, would be like a little like flip down, kind of like like drone piloting visor kind of thing that just sits here and lets you like remotely connect to that computer, see the terminal screen. For lore, all terminals in this world are like 80s style. Think Alien when they're pulling up computers and you're like, why is the 80s computer running a spaceship?
I love the opening to Alien, like watching
Yeah.
it now, and it's like this entire ship is built of Commodore 64s.
Yeah. Which is fun. One of the tables that I'm going to write for this, I think the next flavor table is going to be your ship baubles. Because you remember in Alien, they have the little like drinking bird thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the tables. But
The
I don't have that
little,
one
the
yet, so we
little
can't roll it.
dashboard paraphernalia that are on the ship.
Yeah.
I love that. Yes.
All right. Yeah, so you managed to pull up the terminal. No issues, no rolls for that. The only time that you really roll for technology stuff generally is if you're like under pressure in some way. So kind of rooting around, you see sort of at the big header ASCII art style thing of welcome to the Synthetic Dawn, which is the name of the station. You get a little bit of idea, you know, some flavor text of this is a station that was built for mining out these asteroids. It's actually built into an asteroid. You get a little like 3D ASCII art rotating image of the asteroid that Matt has right there in front. So that is what it looks like. Yeah, it's a little station built into an asteroid, mining out the core of the asteroid for various raw materials.
Colin printed these for Gen Con for like a little visual. I thought it was cool.
You get
now.
A readout of the different levels and rooms in this station. You appear to be in the right wing of this station. The left wing is inaccessible from some of the readouts that you're getting from this terminal. And there are a number of things on the station level that you are. You find yourself in Hangar A. You can see that there's like a little star, you know, parentheses, star next to it that says Hangar A. On this level, there is also a crew quarters, a med bay, and an exosuit bay. You don't have to worry about writing those down. I will just tell you if you need these again. There's also a station level 2, which descends deeper into the asteroid, at which you see readouts for the foreman's office, security depot A, engineering bay, and a reactor core. But probably the most important thing that you notice is that the station is in lockdown. It appears as though you got in through the hangar doors, but that hangar doors will no longer open for you because the station has been deemed non-exitable. You can do some looking around, but I will also say, Haley, as you're kind of like looking through your ship, it's pretty damaged. It's not going to be flying anywhere soon. The skip drive seems to have maybe taken some damage. The hull needs like full repairs. But this hangar is large enough and does have an automated repair system that should be able to repair your skip for you.
Then I want to start setting that up.
Cool. You'll have to
From
do that
the helm.
You'll have to do that from the sort of like hangar terminal, different terminal than the one that Matt's on. There would be like sort of a large room with, you know, controls and shit for the hangar.
All right. I make note of that for when my crew returns, because I'm not leaving the ship on my own.
I don't want to touch grass, even if it's non-existent artificial grass.
Let me hop on your back. Let me get up there. Just wait a second. It's just like one of those really awkward, like...
like contortionists getting into like a little bundle, little basket.
Mari's also not kneeling down to make it easier for LL, so she doesn't mind, but she's not helping.
Nah, this happens all the time.
Yeah.
Do I see anything in the readout that explains why it's in lockdown?
No, you don't. Not from this readout. It just appears to be like there's like a little header that just says like, you know, as a note. Yeah, this is in lockdown. You do get a little bit of information probably on like this station, and it appears that they weren't mining anything too ridiculous. Like there's nothing in the logs or in the like data that really makes you think like that they mined out a dangerous explosive or like something that like that. Like there was not. It's just like iron and
they
shit
weren't
that's in
gas
this
mining. They were like heavy metal mining. Yeah.
And that most of the people who lived here would have been miners, would have been their families, and then a couple executives. Yes,
I was trying to think of the joke.
Minors.
You nailed it.
Yes, miners and their families, and a couple mine executives, the most prominent of whom would have been the mine foreman, and more lore dumping kind of stuff here. Looking around, looking at the terminals, things like that, there are an infinite number of corporations in the span. This is not like Cyborg where there's named corporations. There are subsidiaries of subsidiaries owned by the ultra wealthy, who live in like the central area that is like the greenest paradises in the universe. This is some company. It doesn't even really matter. You see some generic blocky logo on some of the walls. It's spray painted. It's Mina Corp, kind of like just bullshit words, and it's probably owned by some massive company.
I'm gonna take a pot shot at my home state, and it's like all those dozens of random like oil field riggers and like runners and like boots on the ground kind of corps that like pop up, do a little bit of work, get an OSHA violation, disappear, reincorporate their workers elsewhere. Like, yeah, that kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what this is. And seeing that, I'll say, kind of twinges the weirdness that you felt. None of the ships in this area are skippable. They are not faster than light travelable. They are all sublight. So it appears as if these ships were probably just like for use around the asteroid. Not that it's a super useful thing right now. The hangar doors won't open. They also are, you realize now, extremely rusted out. The parts on these ships do not appear to be in good condition. They don't look like they've moved in a long time. They haven't had maintenance in a long time. Sort of unclear as to why, but there's absolutely just like a thick layer of both time dust and like mineral dust on everything in this hangar.
Time sits here like a book on a shelf. And I'll just double check that my rivet gun has ammo in it, and then start looking around the physical meat space. Like, is there, like, imagine a hallway to like other places?
Yes. So sort of over by the terminal, there is a main hall that sort of leads out. There's a big hangar door there that probably accommodates like vehicles, but you could definitely walk through. It does not appear to be locked. It seems like the only lock is on this hangar door out into space. There is also a door there that leads to sort of like the hangar office area, it looks like, where you'd be able to set up the like remote automated repairs.
Do hangar doors have if they open, it's sucking out into space, or is it one of those like blue force fields that you have to fly through to be able to like have the space? I want to just know what level of space we're doing.
Yeah. Yes. So
it depends from place to place. Yeah, right? I want to know if the doors open, are we going to get sucked out, or if it's like, got one of those fields, or if it matters ship to ship, or...
This is not something we've decided in the lore. This is something that I'm still kind of experimenting with. I think in my headcanon, this is like, it's just a giant airlock on the other side. So like, there's atmosphere in here. You would fly your ship out into this little like loading area. The airlock would close behind you, and then the other door would open out into space. So you're not venting out the entirety of this hangar for air the whole time.
Yeah, there's like so there's like an entry point, then the hangar.
Yes. It cycles the airlock.
Beautiful.
Though there are shields in this, so maybe there is,
maybe
fancy...
a station that's not just like a cheapo overnight mining rig would have like the Star Wars hangar barrier, but this one is just the big airlock.
Yes, exactly. Radical. Okay. What would you like to do?
I'll just like do like a little twinge. I'll do this is gonna be my skinter face for whenever I'm on the comms to my team.
I love it.
I like to think that like it's like somatic gestures for a wizard, but like it's just little like weird pinpricks of tech that's like integrated just below the dermis and just. I think if we're going to leave here, we have to fix the place. I'm gonna start looking around.
Aren't we right there?
Oh, are you? I thought you were still loading up the collapsible one.
Yeah, you came back and got me, and now we've joined you.
Gotcha.
And then I mentioned that there's another terminal that I need to get to start repairs on the ship. We probably should get that started sooner rather than later.
And I lost my voice, and it's back now. We should get that started sooner or later.
Let's get that secured.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's look for the terminal room for the hangar.
as long as the two of you fuckers don't split up, because I can only deal with one squishy one at a time, then we're fine.
No, that's why I got you.
We're all squishy relative to other things.
You really are creepy, aren't you?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
So yes, the door to the terminal that you need is right there. It is the
Beep,
like
boop,
kind
boop,
of
boop, beep,
hangar
boop, boop.
office.
And I let myself in.
Yeah. So approaching, it seems as though the lockdown is in effect here as well. This door cannot be opened without the appropriate data card.
Rude.
We need the blue key.
All right, where do we get one of those? Probably some people around here, right?
Have we seen anybody?
Give me a spine check. Whoever is in here, whoever would like to make a spine
I'll
check.
look around.
Because
Yeah.
I want to, in the same answer, to know if it is normal to not have anybody. I got a natural one.
I'm gonna die. I got a 7.
Okay, shocker, I got a 16.
Okay.
Mari, you smell good.
Incredible. Yeah. Okay, Mari. There is no one here. There's no bodies. There's no rot. There's no decay. Like there is dust that has settled in the air, and there's like mineral dust from the mines that has settled. And except for the area in which your ship landed, there is no life here at all. At least in the hangar that you can see. I'll say LL and over.
Yep. Over
While
and out.
The results of the failure there are not as bad as like it's weird. This place is just real strange. It's deathly quiet in a way that
I'm
most
gonna
mechanical
use
places
my
are
natural one to just be like, I haven't noticed it yet, but I will. But I haven't yet.
not. Cool. Yeah.
I guess we'll start walking where you normally would, like when you enter a station.
Yeah. So I'll say when you
there's
interface.
like big yellow lights and like fucking stripes on the floor. There's like only step in these areas
Follow
unless
the
you have work
emergency
boots
lighting.
on. Yeah.
Looking for a blue card, you said?
You do see on the door where it would have like the keypad that you would use to like scan in. It does say needs foreman's key card. So you will need access to the
We have
foreman's
to
key
find
card.
foreman.
And I'll say, Matt, with your terminal access and like connecting to all of that, you were able to like grab a map as well, and it just sort of like uploads. Everybody can like pull up a little 3-dimensional map of the area when they need it.
Nice.
My map, Conlon.
It's Matt. Hold
Theater
up
of
the
the
asteroid,
mind.
please.
Yeah. Here we go. We're right here.
There you go. You're right there. Yeah.
And we need to get to like here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice.
Cool.
So, as a reminder, station level 1, hangar A, which is where you are right now, the crew quarters, a med bay, the exosuit bay, and the like elevator connector to station level 2, which is where the foreman's office, the security depot, the engineering bay, and the reactor core all were.
All right, we want to head down the elevator. Is there a staircase?
You can kind of just tell from the map that it's like half of an elevator, half of a subway station. So it's just kind of a tube that runs on the outside slash
Yeah,
inside.
cool.
It's space, and it's
Yeah.
a small space, so everything is relative to down being the center of the asteroid.
Cool.
So
So
an
not
elevator doesn't really
literally.
move
Yeah.
down.
Let's get in the space thing then.
I just love the fact you asked for stairs. You're not the one walking. I'm the one walking, carrying your ass.
That's true.
We
Is
don't
the
want
power on in here? The power's on.
Did we want to check crew quarters? We might find 1, 2, and 3 man.
That's a good idea. Shortcut to foreman.
If you add 1 and 3 man together, you have 4 man.
Maybe we could take both their cards.
We could cut them in half and glue them together, and then we have a 4 man.
Beautiful. I've got something that could melt them.
This got real dark real quick.
Let's go check out the crew quarters.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So as you open, there's a long hallway in front of you. At the end of the hallway is the elevator. The first door on your right is to the crew quarters. The second door on your right is to the med bay, and there's a large door on the left to the exosuit bay. So you're checking out the crew quarters first?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go first just because these two are squishy, just so that if there's anything wrong, at least I'm taking the brunt of it, so.
And Ulver's main motivation for crew quarters is like the creepy vibes of there being no one here. Just to like, if they're gonna be somewhere, maybe it's crew quarters. Just to see if there's any chance of life in here.
All right. So yeah, as you approach, doors to the crew quarters open just fine. You step inside. This is another sort of long hallway with multiple like apartment complex style living quarters. They're tiny but livable. Where the crew
Very vault-like.
Yeah, and kind of would have been living with their families and all that sort of stuff. So it doesn't really matter which like apartment you go in first, but we'll say the first one you find. You, I think, probably in the hallway start to notice some of the signs here. This is where all of the life in the station ended up. The dark corridors are kind of littered with rotted out corpses, but like long rotted corpses. Not, we were thinking like Indiana Jones, little bits of like weird cobwebby shit hanging off of their faces, but like mostly skulls. As you sort of explore the various apartments, there's no stench of death anymore. There's nothing like really lingering in the air. All of the things that would have been rotting in decay have long since passed. But there are like tins of what look to be open food. You see on a couple tables actually some like dog food and some like other pets and stuff like that, like that people have clearly been eating out of. It seems like the people here just withered away. You see no signs of struggle or combat. No one seems to be injured in that way. They are just people who starved and died.
How in the fuck did we get in here if there's no one here to let us in?
They've wasted away.
How long would this take in this environment?
I think that's a question for you, Conlon.
It would take a while. There would still, a station of this size that has things coming on. There are probably like rats and other small things that live on this station. Obviously, there is like bacteria and things that would eat away bodies. But I mean, we're talking hundreds of years probably for these corpses to have rotted. 100 conservatively, we'll say.
Do we see any evidence of rats? Do we see any evidence of like that secondary biome here?
Nothing. Other than the fact that there's like some bacteria that seems to like something has degraded the corpses to the extent that they are degraded, but that would be expected anywhere that has an atmosphere, right?
For sure.
Kid.
I'll just pick up one of the skulls casually. Are you Foreman? Or Yorick? No?
Onman?
One man?
Looking around,
I talk into the phone.
Skull just smashes.
Clatter, 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 clatter.
The skeletons here, you do see some of their clothing is still intact. Knowing sort of the general, like, you know, Star Trek red shirt, blue shirt kind of bullshit that stations pull. Like, most of the people here are not executives. They are miners. They're wearing jumpsuits. They're wearing, you know, workers.
And so literally there's only like, there's empty food containers everywhere and only like the remnants of, say, like dog food or the last bits of like...
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
Cool.
They were, it's clear to you all that they were just trying to eat and survive on whatever they could find here.
All right.
And didn't.
Let's keep going, I guess.
Should we go to the elevator? It seems like this place is dead.
I might want to check out the rest of the rooms on this floor, seeing as we're here, right?
They're not using this shit anymore.
Yes. Is there anything useful here? Do we see any, like, kit that might be salvageable, or is it just all kind of rotted?
Nothing in the crew quarters. You know, there's random baubles and like magazines and shit that like these are clearly just living quarters.
Yeah.
I would say if there's something, you know, if you want to be like, there's a screwdriver or like something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, but nothing that would constitute equipment
Yes.
in the sense. Though there is a med bay and an exosuit bay, which maybe would have more access to equipment.
That's what I'm thinking.
They could be
At
more
least we
promising.
get an idea of what equipment is in this place, what's left, and then we can go from there.
Sounds good to me.
To the med bay.
And I like steer left.
Mario will follow. She's not gonna do anything to go against that. So
My dearest.
I told you not to call me that.
Moisturize me.
Chocolate!
She is
All right.
the legs beneath your pale, frail bones.
I feel like I have this picture in my head that I have this like awfully wet looking long black hair with like white streaks all in it, and I'm also just wearing a nightgown. Like
I have Sadako on
The
my
girl
back.
from The Ring.
I have
Yep.
Sadako
Literally.
on my shoulders. Jesus Christ, that's horrifying.
Incredible.
I-
Go ahead.
with a bulletproof vest underneath, obviously.
A spacesuit. So to give like I guess some more lore
Yeah.
outside of like normal spacesuit kind of things, you have like everybody has life support. So you have like a helmet that goes on and feeds you oxygen. Your like tier 1 spacesuits, I would imagine, sort of just look like scuba gear. Like you have a thing that maybe mounts some of your like equipment. You have a big tank on your back, and you have a helmet that like lets you breathe that tank.
Yeah, cool. I was like, no, let's Captain Marvel it, where you just get the space helmet.
Yeah.
I do really like an Expanse. They don't make it's not like our big like clunky float
Yes.
through space suits. It's
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
it's like wetsuits basically. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely what this is. Until you get up to, there's like old EVA suits that are, you know, meta massive clunkers.
Yeah.
There's like Mel's suit is approaching almost like
Mari's is power armor almost. Yeah.
with you know iron. It's a space suit, but it's got Iron Man capabilities kind of things in it.
Hell yeah.
And so, but yeah, and it's not, you know, there's a massive tank on your back like in scuba. There's like two. Well, you know, magical chemically kind of things that produce atmosphere for you when they mix together. Like it's hand wavy OSR magic of you're able to breathe until you're not.
Until you're not.
All right, med bay or exosuit bay or elevator.
Med bay.
Med bay. Alrighty. So that's the next door. Just to your right, down the hall, just a little bit.
Damn it, I turned left.
As you enter the med bay, you get a couple little like pings on your like overlays from your masks, and you get sort of the sharp smell. You've been breathing the atmosphere outside of this area until this point. Your suits are smart enough that like if something bad were to like hit them, they shut off immediately and start filtering your oxygen. Like they're not going to waste oxygen when they don't need it. And then so far you've been breathing the air outside. You get this momentary like twinge of like a chemical odor that sort of hits you from this med bay. The smell of just, you know, medical supplies and then things that don't rot away, just sort of off-gassing into a closed room for a long period of time. There are
timeless sterility.
Rotting medical
How
supplies.
high do you think we could get?
Rotting medical supplies litter the floor. There are a few corpses in here as well. Similar situation to people who seem to have just maybe like rotted away. However, as the doors open, the 3 bodies on the medical tables in this room begin to rise and sort of mummy-esque, bending at the waist as they sit forward and turn their heads to you in these almost mechanical jerking motions. You see from inside of the spacesuits that they are wearing 2 pinpoints of light where the eyes should be shining out at you. And we're in combat.
Oh shit.
Get out! I would have just like, can we do anything? Does it have to go straight to combat? I'm like, let's leave, and I throw a Molotov into the room. Close the door.
I mean,
No,
yeah,
it's alright.
Let's
do it. Let's initiative.
That could be your turn. Like we roll initiative, and if you beat him,
We'll see.
Yeah.
yeah.
So there is no initiative actually in this system, unless there is if there needs to be. But in this system, the person who initiates combat goes first. Since you were the ones entering the room, I will say that you were the ones kind of initiating combat.
They gotta get up.
Yeah, exactly. So in the sheets that you have, there is like some sheets for combat, but this is essentially just every Borg game's combat. Ranged weapons. There's none of you have technical weapons, so it doesn't matter what those do. But yeah, we are good to go. So who would like to go first? We kind of popcorn initiative this amongst your players. And
I was gonna give it to Haley just so she could do the Molotov
Only if you
cocktail
guys are
hours.
happy with me. Only if you guys are happy with me blowing up the med bay.
Look, I was immediately gonna say, and we close the door.
We don't know if it's gonna blow up, but I got a fire
So
extinguisher.
technically, you 2 are going first because you're running out of the room.
That's fair.
Yes,
In that case,
so,
I'll
like-
run out of the room, but I'll throw a pot shot with a rivet gun behind me.
Okay,
just,
cool.
Just because it's
Beautiful.
fun.
Yeah, because I don't want you two. I don't want to be caught out in the fact that you 2 are still in the room while I throw a Molotov cocktail in there.
You're on my shoulders, which means I can't run.
Well, you could run out of the room to where
Out of
you're
the
out
room.
of the door, and then she's on your
And then
back and chucks it.
I'm on your back and I just
Gotcha.
chuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'll take a shot with the rivet gun at the closest one. So it's all +0 to me. Whee! Nope, 9.
9.
Oh.
Yeah. So in your haste, to kind of get out, you sort of wildfire, and it ricochets off some of the metal plating inside. It does not hit. Mel, what would you?
Considering how you said 3 of them.
Yep.
I want to try and hit them with the plasma thrower since I can
Nice.
hit up to 3 people at once. So I'm rolling a d20, correct?
Yep. And add your agility to that.
Agility. Okay, well, it's a straight roll. Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the plasma thrower is kind of just it like shoots these little like globules of like
Yeah.
superheated gas out, and so you sort of fire that. These 3 balls of fire shoot out into the room and like sort of fizzle out on the floor. Haley,
Yes.
this is a ranged attack, so agility.
Yes. +5.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Must be
I'm
nice.
I'm on the back of I'm on the back of Mari, and I'm like I turn around, like, actually, no, I'm still, like, clinged on, so my arms are, like, across the shoulders, my legs are wrapped around your waist, and just my head swivels because I'm just all gangle and no muscles whatsoever, so I'm able to spin all the way around, and I throw the Molotov cocktail for a 14 plus 5, so 19.
That hits.
Yay!
Can I also shut the door too?
Yeah, I'll say like one of you could have shut the door at the same as you were running out. It's like D&D combat where everything's essentially happening at the same time.
At the same time? Cool.
Yeah,
Beautiful. How do I do a Molotov?
So they are a D.
Actually, because I don't have any details on the thermite flare, what would have been better, the cocktail or the flare?
Molotov cocktails are the only one that's an actual weapon. If you wanted to try to attack someone with a flare, like you could try,
Beautiful.
but they're
Beautiful,
more.
beautiful,
those
beautiful.
are like high energy burning.
It's a literal flare.
Yes.
Cool. Beautiful.
And the Molotovs. Hold on, I gotta find the weapons.
I got a D4 damage, but I want to know what I need to do first.
Yeah.
What is it? Molotov.
They're not okay. Yes, this is another thing that we need to add to this.
Not in the playtest packet.
They're not in the playtest packet.
Oh no.
Well, they are. So it's D4 damage up to D3 targets for D2 rounds. So you'll roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
then
D4?
you'll roll. Yep, a D4.
3.
Okay, so 3 damage. Now roll a D3.
So a D6, and I got a 4, so that's 2.
So
2
2
targets.
targets. And then go ahead and roll a D2.
And now I have a 1 Molotov, a D2, a D4, and split that. A 4, so 2.
Okay, yeah. So for 2 rounds, it's going to do 3 damage to 2 of the targets. So as you kind of chuck it in,
Beautiful.
it splashes across the closest one, and the like flaming liquid inside splashes into the one behind it. Okay. The first one seems to be hurting pretty bad.
Nice.
Get it.
Shut the door.
So
Is there still airflow? Will that set turn off their fire or not? It doesn't look like that.
there is like air. Yes, yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
You're good there. And then the other one does not take any damage. They have armor mitigation,
Okay.
so they are not taking damage from that. But yeah, and yeah, I'll say if you can get the door closed, as the fire sort of engulfs the things inside, and they start to sort of lumber towards you in the door, almost zombie-like. The doors, close, and from inside you just hear, boom, boom, boom. And then after a minute or so, the sound seems to die down. Let me...
Do you take the second lot of damage?
Yes, I am doing that right now. You don't know what's happened here, but I have.
It appears quiet.
Yes, things have gone quiet inside. And I'll
What
say
the
if anyone
fuck was that?
give me a smarts roll, anybody, all of you,
Smarts.
whoever.
Smart.
Hey, I know this.
10.
16.
Let's
Okay.
see. Try 15.
Okay. So everyone but LL, is that?
That's why I
Get 'em all
asked,
mixed- yeah.
guys.
Over sort of in your exploration of the macabre and strange of the universe, these are what are called husks. This is what happens when your life support system, in sort of an attempt to save you, begins to eat parts of your body. So as it slowly pulls pieces of your legs and arms and extremities to provide proteins to keep you alive while you're in some form of stasis. Eventually, all that is left of you is a skeleton inside of a life support system gone haywire that is still attempting to just protect you at any cost, though you're dead. So they're this system's version of zombies.
Amazing.
And the 2 pinpoints
Doesn't
of light.
look like they can get out the doors.
And you would know from this, they're very, like, reactive. So the minute that the danger has gone away, they're not going to continue to, like, pursue you. But if you were to open the doors again, they would likely do something.
Can we lock
so yeah.
them?
So then are they like motion detected, or do you need to press buttons to open it?
You would press buttons to open the door.
Yeah,
Or, you know, yes, yeah, essentially. You can close
We
and
can't
open the
accidentally open it while walking past,
Right.
is what I'm just making
It's
sure.
not a motion sensor.
Are we gonna
It-
want to come back in here at any point?
I was just going to ask, do we want to try and just open the door, shoot them, and make sure that we can
Close the
access this
door,
room?
get
Yeah.
them laying back down again, open the
Mhm.
door.
Harass.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It's better than to have them on our back in case anything happens.
If we have to
Cheesing
retreat
the
back
hell
here,
out of this.
What's that?
We're cheesing the hell out of this.
we're surviving the hell out of this.
Mm-hmm.
But if we had to
There
retreat,
might
it
even
would
be more in the exo-suit chamber as well, so we should at least keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm. I'll open the door and just take a peek in. Do they look dead, or do they look like they've just returned to their spots?
So the door only opens all the way.
Yeah.
It is a, like,
When I say
sliding
a little
door.
bit, I'll like
Okay.
open the door and like just peek
Yeah.
in, but I'm not going in. I'm like ready to like run
I'm
away.
hiding behind Mari.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. As you open the door, the hulking form of one of these husks looms directly in front of you.
Yep.
They lost sight of you and stopped moving. The sort of charred pieces of the spacesuit, they seem to have taken the damage, but there are still 3 of them standing
Oh
inside.
God.
And they, well, I'll say yes. Go. You can make an attack if you would like.
I'll shoot you.
Okay. They are also going to get an attack on you, however.
Hey, I think I hit. I got a 12.
Yeah, that hits.
Yay!
Now I just need to roll good damage. Because I gotta get past that armor. 3.
3. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So yeah. You as you hit that one, it is not looking good.
But it is still up.
It is still up, just barely. But yeah, the suit is sort of like charred to a crisp, and you can kind of hear some of the whir of the motors. Go ahead and give me a defense test.
Yes.
So this is an agility test.
See if I die.
D12 or D20.
Ugh, nah, it's a 9.
9. Okay. So you will take.
Get him with your bat.
I yelled to
Uh,
Mari.
As it like sort of, you see like the mechanical pieces kind of like whirring into action again as it sees you. So the hand comes back and it punches forward. It is going to do 2 damage.
Okay, I have armor. I will take 1 damage total.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, there you go. So yes, you mitigate that down to 1 as it punches. But I will say we are back into combat. You guys as the sort of like initiators, we'll call that basically like a surprise round kind of thing.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
Probably.
Are there opportunity attacks?
Only on fumbles. So like when
Yeah.
I think it's when
If
When-
you
So if I just like went and like turn around and went with my machete and then ran away afterwards, like is that a thing, or would I be in melee with it and that would just be the end? Like I could get attacked next turn.
you can attack and then try to run away, and as long as nothing keeps them from coming after you,
yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, there are no opportunity attacks, as in like,
If I go and attack it, I can't leave its
Yeah,
side.
right. You could still leave. If you crit on a defense roll, you get a free attack at them.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess the only thing I can do is that, because I only have 1 Molotov cocktail left and I'm not going to use it. So I spin around the left side of Mari's leg and I aim for the back of the suit with my machete.
Machete or katana?
Katana.
Katana. Sorry,
Important distinction.
my
You
brain.
studied the blade
it's a katana.
for years.
I know. What a dickhead, and I called it the wrong thing. 13 on the dice.
That hits.
Plus
Yeah.
anything? Is it minus 3?
That's a. Oh yeah. I
Oh, it
forgot.
would be
What's your brawn?
So 10.
10. Yeah. So that does not hit.
Okay.
As a reminder, as we are getting into rolls that fail and maybe matter, you do have ripples, which you can use the same way that glitches or omens work in Morkborg and or in Cyborg. You can
How do you
reroll
get them
die.
back?
Just at when you rest. You'll
Okay. I
rest
only
for a
have
night.
one.
Yeah.
And I didn't
Um,
fumble, so I
yeah.
should just probably leave it.
Cool.
I think I'll keep it, and then I fucking bail. I'm bailing up and down the hallway as
Cool.
far as I can move with my little legs. I'm agile as fuck, boy.
And as a reminder, ripples allow you to deal maximum damage with one attack, re-roll a die roll, yours or someone else's, lower damage dice dealt to you by a d6, neutralize a crit or fumble, or plus or minus 4 DR to one test before rolling.
I'm gonna be keeping that for when I get hit by any damage
Yeah.
whatsoever, because
You have
I
1 HP.
will die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a dying table?
There
Yes,
is,
there is.
but
No, there's no good results.
No.
Beautiful.
if you take exactly 1 damage, you might be okay.
Maybe.
Why? Wow. Because
Don't
you're
worry
gonna go
about it.
below 0.
Yeah.
0 HP is broken, negative HP is dead.
Okay.
And I-
Okay.
I will say, as the sort of one thing that separates this from the number of other Borg systems, when you die in this game, you are given the ability to do a last stand. So you are dead, but you are going out with a bang. When you die, you have the opportunity to make one last stand. You do 2d6 damage to 1d6 enemies. So you will roll those dice, and we will just determine this is your moment of glory. You will go on while I hold them back, kind of thing. When you die, you get to kind of narrate what that looks like, and afterwards you will roll a new character and join the game whenever it makes sense. And Haley is currently actually dying. So
Oh no.
Haley is
we will
IRL.
roll on the life support table.
Hey, she's got a D8 though.
She does. It's true. Cool. All right. I will assume Mel is going next.
Yeah, so seeing how one of the gangly ones of the group got slightly injured, Mari will take her Sublime Slugger and be very excited that she gets to use it. So she's just gonna go whack on this Zombo's head. So we're
Rad.
gonna roll 18.
That's a hit. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So a D8 of damage.
So let me look at your thing real quick. Yeah. So it does a D6, and then they will make
oopsies.
a DR14 toughness test to not fall down. And I was gonna look and see. So yeah, the electric. Yeah. So that's up from a D4 and a D12 on the normal electrocapacitive bat. So yeah, go ahead. What was your damage?
So 4 damage.
4. All right. And you're attacking.
That's
Are you
good.
attacking the one that's like right in the door?
That's right in front of Oliver.
Over.
Over. It's all
cool,
over
okay.
now.
It is still not dead. But
Motherfucker.
it is going to make a toughness test. It does not. So as your like electro bat hits the thing, sort of sparks fly all over it, and you hear the gears sort of seize up in the life support, and it kind of crumples to the side and falls down. Not dead, but it is down on the ground until its next turn, basically. It has to use its next turn getting back up.
Okay.
So
Can I ask what synthetic growth hormone does?
yeah, good question. Nothing.
Oh no!
Normally. So part of the reason that it's in there is one of the things that you can roll for the paper skin or the paper thin station rat is that you rely on synthetic growth hormone to maintain your musculoskeletal system. But here's what we'll do. We'll say actually, because there's a thing in here, if you inject yourself with it, we'll do D4 rounds. You get a -2 DR on brawn tests and that'll be it. It'll just lower the test of brawn tests by
Beautiful.
2.
Is it a
For a
whole
little-
thing to inject myself with it, or can I also do that and then attack?
Yes, you'll have to
You
roll.
decide.
You'll have to do it. Yeah, I have to think about that. I was trying to remember what the other says. Like rejuice syringes and the other syringes in the game are all like an action to do. So yes,
Okay.
you'll do that, and then you'll get 1d4 rounds with that addition.
Beautiful.
Cool. So we'll. Oh, I guess they're going now. So. Did you move, Matt? Did Olver get out of the way?
I would have backed out
Yeah.
of the way and left it for Mari to be the
Alright.
at the hot gate.
Shut that door. Shut the door again.
Leave me in there.
Yeah, no.
So the other 2 do hit. I rolled a 19 and an 18 on their hits.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Oh, do
Can't roll
we?
like that when I'm
Does
chorusing.
Mari roll defense?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You roll defense. I'm
All right.
in D&D brain. Yeah. So
Yep.
go ahead and roll defense. Yes. I apologize.
And defense is
I do
which
that
again?
too.
Agility.
Agility.
So D20. Add your agility.
The only way I can beat this is if I get a nat 20. So
No, you're good.
No.
It is a DR12.
Yeah, it's DR12.
My rolls don't count. I
Oh,
forgot. My
sorry.
rolls do not matter. I'm
Yeah.
still in D&D brain. Do everything.
no,
Just did you roll
Not
2?
a 1,
Did you roll
though.
1?
it's a 3.
A
No.
3. All right, and then roll again, and we'll just do both of their damages. They're pretty.
No.
Not a
It's
1.
6. No.
Okay, that's fine.
No.
You're good.
She got armor for days.
Mhm.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your armor die twice.
Armor die. I just have to remember what it
D6.
is. D6. Okay. Let's try my malachite dice. 5 for one, and 4 for the second one.
All right. Yeah. So neither of them do any damage as they kind
Nice.
of rear back and punch into your chest. You kind of feel the thump, but like there's not enough power behind this to even get anywhere near your power suit levels of armor. Cool. And that's their 2 turns. The other one does like kind of spend its turn getting back up and gets where it needs to be. But we're back at the top of the turn order. So
You've got
Matt.
this, Mari. Beat that.
The other
husk with
2
a
are
bat.
looking super healthy. Hey, like the other 2 are
yeah,
perfectly
not damaged
fine.
at all.
Oh god, their armor was kicking on that Molotov. Shit.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to. Shit.
Here, I can go first with my lame rivet gun, just to see if I can clean off the one that is hurt.
Yeah. Try and do that. I'm gonna inject myself with this growth hormone
Ooh.
because I can't do shit otherwise. -3 on everything.
I mean, I could look at you and be like, "Do you want to trade my pew pew for your slice?"
Oh, if you want it, I'm happy to trade. I'm better with guns.
I'll toss the gun at you.
We do a trade. Does that cost an action?
Nah, we'll say you're fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's an
I like-
agility
I
check to catch
I
it.
catch. Oh yeah, beautiful. I'll do that.
Go for
Oh.
it.
I got a 19, so 24.
Oh yeah.
So I
You
literally,
both-
I catch it in one of my gangly fingers and do it a couple of flips a couple of times, and as I do it, the 3rd flip around, I shoot it at this.
Fuck yeah. And in the process, you like hacky sack the katana into the air, and
Yep.
Olver just yoinks it.
Here.
Uh,
I'll do an agility. I rolled well, so yeah, I got it. Clink.
cool.
Fuck yeah. Lex, so fucking cool.
Maybe I studied the blade, and I'm just gonna run in and like Mari's still in front, but I'm just gonna like reach around and like stab from like under her
Yes.
into the one that was getting up. So, brawn. Yes, I didn't waste the good roll on the flavor. 18 to hit.
Rad. Yeah. Okay.
D6 for the katana.
Yes.
4.
I think it's nice. Okay. I think it's very funny that you have not given the katana to your like massive melee character, though you have something that does
She
a
has
d6 anyway.
She has the massive bat, the stompy
Yeah.
electro bat,
And you were attacking the one that was
the injured
already
one.
damaged.
Yeah.
Cool. That one, yeah, as you run up and like katana into it, you hear the sort of like gears, servos winding down as it, and the eyes go blank, and the suit falls forward.
Yes. You've got this. I'm just gonna back up.
I got a 12 plus 5.
That hits.
Minus 3, minus 2 from the DS. So it's all good, I think.
Minus 3.
No, oh wait, no, because it's not brawn. Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me.
It's
It's
agility.
I was just like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
So
not
it's
melee.
easy.
It's range. Yeah.
What dice is this one for the damage?
D6.
A 3.
Okay.
3.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you shoot the next one up. I gotta do math. What is that? Cool.
Micro.
Yeah. So rivet kind of just like out of the gun into the chest of the thing. Kind of cracks the armor that it's wearing. It's not dead yet, but it is.
I'll back around a corner again. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, I'm gonna aim for the one that LL just shot at. Oops, that's cocked.
LL is the far skinnier but just as weird alien sister of Kal-El.
That's a 22 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Alright, so now going to do the same bat again.
D6.
Yeah, so that's a 2.
Okay. Which one were you attacking?
The one that LL hit, the one that has the
Okay.
crack in the.
Yeah, it does not take any damage, sadly.
Damn it.
The armor mitigation.
But it needs to
These
do
are
a toughness check.
very
No,
armored.
that's
Yes,
true.
it does. It fails. So yeah, as the again sort of electricity sparks around the outside, it falls to the ground.
Yeah.
One standing. Everyone is gone, so that one is going to make its attack. Go ahead and give me an agility roll, defense test, Mel.
Gotcha. 3.
Okay.
The nice thing
it's
is,
fine.
even if they hit you, they really gotta roll high on damage to even have a chance to
This
get through
is
that armor.
actually
It
the
is-
time that I can roll low and still be somewhat fine.
They
Yeah.
can do 1 damage to you. Like that,
It's
like no, they
impossible.
do a D2 of damage.
Oh shit!
So
Roll that
you
D6.
roll your So you go ahead and roll D6.
D6. 3.
Yep.
Yeah. So again,
Bonk.
winds up. Boom. Yeah, and that is its turn. This is the armor. Really, this is just a battle of attrition between 2 sets of power armor.
Yep.
Cool. All right, back to the top.
I'll do another stab. Blade comes around the other side of Mari, going
stab.
for the one that's hurt a little bit. Ooh, not gonna hit though. 7.
All right, yeah.
I've got a ripple. Let me try and expedite this. I'll re-roll that.
Yeah.
I got 2 ripples. I can spend 1. That will hit. Dirty 20.
All right. Cool. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh no.
1.
Aw.
So,
Yeah.
0.
So it doesn't matter. No worries. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, as you manage to stab it in, but it doesn't seem to really hit any vital areas. Haley.
Pew 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 pew. A natural 20.
Yeah!
Oh, fuck yeah. All
Yay!
right. So that is an auto crit.
I do a cartwheel.
Oh, dude, crits are good.
Yeah, crits are very good.
Wow,
So
I was expecting it to be like, it's not like D&D, crits don't mean anything, so
No,
chill
crits-
bitch, but
Crits
nah.
mean a lot in.
yeah, so go
crits
ahead
and
and
fumbles
roll.
are very big.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's a D6. I got a 6.
Okay, incredible. So I don't even need to roll this. It's dead.
Yeah.
So crits do double damage, just automatically.
Those
So
12
you do
damage.
12 damage. It also does technically reduce armor and cover by 1. So these would have gone down 1 tier in armor. Would have been more, or it would have been easier to hit moving forward, but it didn't matter because you killed it. Yeah. So you just another rivet, just like through the face mask. You can just hear the sound of like the fritzing of the inside of the like life support system as it powers down.
Got him.
Amazing.
There's one left. Mari, you want to try to take your slugger swing?
Here I go. Ooh. I'm gonna use a ripple because fuck this. That's a 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Yay! All right, let's do. Whee. That's a 3.
3. All right. Cool. All right. Yeah. That one is not looking too healthy. It is still up. It is still going to make an attack against you, Mari. You've kind of cornered this thing into a doorway where you put your tank in front and it can't do
smart,
anything.
Man. We want to survive.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
17.
Like this is just our go-to play every time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna wait until you have a bigger doorway. That's
Yeah.
gonna be the bane of your existence.
That'll be
Yeah,
our
so
doom.
17. You. It doesn't hit. You manage to defend, and we'll go roll back to the top of combat.
Woo!
Matt.
I'm doing a stab. I got a 14. I'm quick rolling. So 2 damage.
Okay, that's all right. Let me roll.
It has a
see.
chance. It might do 1 damage.
And it did.
I helped.
So I am thinking real quick, Matt. I have a note about this. I think husks should have brittle armor. I think that every time you hit them, they should lose a tier of armor because this takes way too long.
It was the same with me with my table. Is that the husks and the HP did not matter. The armor mattered.
Yes. Yeah. So all right, Haley.
Oh, 16.
That hits. Give me a damage roll. D6.
Thank you so much for this gun. I scream cry as I'm like sobbing. 4.
All right. And that is just enough to wipe out the last of its health.
Yay!
Once again, another rivet as it sort of just like hits it. I think on this one, it like wildly overpowered shot of this like massive rivet gun just like drives into its chest and pushes it backwards as it just like pins it against the wall. And it kind of reaches for you all for a second, sort of zombie-like, before powering down. You are out of combat.
Beautiful. Loot the room. Loot the room. Loot the room.
Well, hang on a minute, and I want to
I
use.
climb the walls like a spider to check the high cabinets.
I want to use. I was gonna say I want to use one of the syringes on Oliver just so that they get some health back.
Oh, I didn't. I'm down 1 health out of 5. I'm okay. Let's not waste it on 1 health.
All right.
I will, however, follow along behind LL and like try and like can I have the scabbard? Maybe we should just switch permanently.
Yeah, do you want to keep it?
I'm happy to keep it. It sort of matches my
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Yeah, and
anyway.
I pull the scabbard off my belt and I hand it to you.
I'll start.
Matt, you've somehow
Putting
ended
that
up with
on.
my character from Cyborg.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, and I kiss the gun, and now there's just a big lipstick mark on the side of the.
Oh Jesus!
Careful,
All right.
those can get hot.
I know.
Just
Give
the most
me-
chapped lips on the planet from.
They are. They're awful. No one would want them touching you.
How dare you? Beauty is more than skin deep.
Oh, you're so sweet.
What?
You are.
This is the most haunted ship on the network. That's for damn sure.
Are you looting the room? Is that the
Yes.
plan? Okay.
I want drugs.
What's in here?
My attitude changes, and I put a little seductive walk.
Seductive skin. Is this like a weird, like translucent gecko trying to throw it back along the wall?
Yes, it's a lizard mating dance I learned on the continent, the temperate subterrestrial planet is full of them.
I believe that's Argonia.
Can I roll for seduction?
Sure. I'm gonna call
Watch out,
it
Oliver.
a spine check.
And we
I got
ruined
I
it.
got a 13.
What that spine do?
That spine do
It goes like this.
okay.
You,
That
you
spine
are
do
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. You are middling levels of seductive.
Nice.
Oh, that's mid. That's just sad.
Passing, but not with flying colors.
Not
That's
extravagant.
for you, Oliver.
All right. If anybody
Shall
who is searching the
remain
room,
timeless within my mind.
Can I have drugs, please? I'd like to look
maybe.
for drugs.
Yeah. Give me. So whoever's searching, you can give me either. I will let you choose a spine or a smarts roll.
Okay. I'm gonna do
Smarts.
smarts.
I'm rolling spine out of principle, but
I'm
they're both
distracted.
+0.
I'm so distracted.
I have a nat 20.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I got a 13 on spine.
Okay. Yeah. So together,
I got
no
sucked
worries.
into the air ventilation because I'm so wafered.
Incredible.
I'm like stuck up against it, like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Okay. So you find behind a metal panel, you find another 4 rejuve syringes.
Woohoo!
Oh shit!
You are
Yeah.
loaded on health potions.
Fuck yeah, dude.
May as well
I
heal
have-
over up anyway.
I have 8 total now.
Do we want to divvy those up so we at least each have one?
No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. I'll give one to each of Oliver and
Nice.
I might just like toss it from across the room. I don't want to be anywhere near all this weirdness
Catch it with
fucking
my
happening.
teeth.
Jesus. Yeah, so each of you get one and it's a D10.
Nice.
Rejuve syringe.
I'm not gonna need it ever.
All right. That is all that is in the med bay. You find some other things, but they're
Okay.
fairly rotted away. Only room left on
Suit
this level
station.
is the exosuit bay.
Exo Scooter Bay.
The exo scooter.
Let's boot scoot boogie into the exo scoot bay.
I rack my gun.
You managed to figure out a way, given that it is a rivet gun and doesn't rack.
Mhm.
You just hear this grinding sound happening. I did it.
All right. So yeah, make your way over to the exosuit bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not letting any rooms be filled with weird things that are behind us, right? That's not a smart thing to do.
Yes, we should just stick with the weird things that are amongst us.
Yes.
Can
Okay.
you two get a room, please? Like preferably back there.
One of the ones with all the corpses.
That
My
one would,
dearest.
that
I,
one
like,
would be
side
aesthetically
look to mine.
pleasing.
All right.
I believe
So
I've
we could-
made you jealous.
So I just pat the side of Mars.
We could push one of those husks off of the med bays. Beds.
they got up on their
Beautiful.
own. They're all on the ground now.
Oh,
You're
that's
fine.
right, yeah.
There's plenty of room. Yeah.
The smell of chard.
All right.
Okay.
As the doors to the exosuit bay slide open, looking around inside, no movement. Does not appear to be any more husks in this room. However, you do see sort of off the bat, 2 sort of mummified, rotted corpses of what appear to be more miners, similar to the ones that were in the crew quarters. On the floor around them are various pieces and parts from the hulking exosuits that exist in this room, all of which seem to be in sort of differing states of disrepair. They are not. From just like deductive reasoning that all of you can do here, it seems like these miners were probably working to repair this stuff. Sorry, I have to run real quick.
That's okay. Extended creepy roleplay. Here we go.
Oh god.
I do think that Ulver is now in the practice of like just stabbing each corpse just to make sure that it is a corpse.
Yeah.
And is...
I feel like we definitely like go to like where the chip is
Mhm.
at the
Yeah.
on those suits, and we're just like immediately like.
Yeah. Just to make sure. Never hurts to
Yeah.
double check.
No.
Sorry, I'm back.
Look
Okay.
room.
Yes. So, yeah. Deductive reasoning, kind of figuring that These miners that are in here were attempting to maybe repair these exosuits. You do see in the sort of skeletal hands of one of the miners is a data card.
Ooh.
Is it blue?
Is it blue?
It's not blue.
Damn it.
Oh no!
I will still look at it.
Yes.
Right. Give me a. So as you like hold onto it and look into it, it does appear to be locked. Give me a smart check.
It's tiny dice. 16.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is more than enough. It was a DR10 smarts check. So,
Woohoo!
how does Ulver open? Do you do the classic 0000 like?
I think it's this. I'm trying to lean into like the null mark idea. So I think what happens is that like he puts it up to the the palm where it would be like the skinterface, and like that's normally where it would like start reading the data card, and at that first like sign of lock, the little like the desynchronization quirk that he has starts happening, and it's just like fading out into like just it's like a clock error where like the internal clock of the mechanism gets turned wrong just by enough that like it breaks the makes it out of sync, so it just like by error default goes into a catch block and then is like, okay,
Nice.
whatever, we're in error handling mode, what do you want?
I had
Cool,
this
yeah.
cool image of you sitting there concentrating, and then you get this flash image of the last time someone typed in a code to it with like a desynchronized hand. So like you get that time skip.
Oh,
sort
that's
of
really
thing.
cool. I like that. Yes, let's go
Okay.
with that because that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Sorry.
No, that's
Yeah.
better. That's just better.
Cool. Yeah. So yep, you managed to get it unlocked. On the data card, you can sort of see there's a lot of schematics and various things. It is clearly just this miner's like personal data card thing. He seems to have been one of the engineers sort of working on these exosuits. Sort of again in that fuck the corporations sort of thing. Like it's very clear, and this is a very common practice. This is like a mine in a box that was sent to this asteroid, set up. These sort of tin can, the ships that you saw that were all rotted away and like rusted away, just sort of like built there, not really for faster than light travel, just really like sublight jumping around. They're basically tin cans. Similar thing with these exosuits. They're not in good state of repair. Pieces for them stopped coming in years before anything bad happened in this mine. They just didn't have the stuff that they needed. They were expected to just, kind of do whatever they could as the mine dwindled in resources. The corporation stopped sending as many things.
Someone invested in a franchise.
Exactly.
The ice cream machine was always broken.
Jesus Christ.
One of the logs pops up and says, regarding the broken ice cream machine in the staff lounge.
Read his journals.
Importantly, there seems to be a video file on this data card that is in sort of big all caps letters says, final hope, read now.
Oh, go
We have
ahead.
a little projector.
I'll play that, and like maybe on the back of my other hand is like a little hollow projector so that everyone can see what I'm seeing.
Yeah, cool. So as it like fires up, a little terminal green hollow 3D projection of this man, sort of Star Wars-y, but green instead of blue.
Save me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Exactly. And you see he's sort of like, you can kind of see him set down the data pad, and he backs away. Well, if you're watching this, it's already too late. Thought I'd make a record of what happened here, just in case someone comes looking for us. They found that damned artifact, and for a brief time, we were all so excited. Could have been the payday of a century. And the foreman took it and hid away in his office. A few days later, some of the boys got together and decided to take it back. But when they busted down the door, the foreman's office was transformed. They let out whatever was in there, and then people, well, they started to change too. We managed to retreat back to this level and blow a hole in the elevator shaft. But now we're stranded here due to the emergency lockdown. Turns out it has to be shut down from the outside. None of these exosuits are good enough condition for the trek around the outside, and we left our mining gear in the holes below. We'll starve here soon enough. The pattern takes us all in the end. As the video sort of crackles out, the hologram fades. The data pad, the little circle button with an arrow on it, appears for you to replay. We are going to go ahead and end today's session. Sunset over the span.
Creepy.
I was like, let's just go back to the hangar, wait for the ship to be repaired, and then don't go any further. Building.
We got to still find the foreman and maybe the other three guys in order to repair
we'll
it,
just break
though.
into that room.
God.
We will be back next week with Sunset over Vengalia.
See.
And then the week after, I believe, will be more of this.
Mhm.
And episode 2 of this.
Maybe make Taylor's character?
We'll pick
Yeah.
up back here and figure out how to get Taylor in, if Taylor is around and available, and still good to play in 2 weeks.
She was asleep on
Been
the ship.
alive, alone
I
in
was
the
gonna
building.
say, we can decide where she's from, how she got here. But yeah, I like the idea that you all just sort of like, oh wait, weren't you here the whole time?
In the Gen Con playtest, in the stuff that's coming up, 2 player characters died, and I had them roll backups so that like at the very end they could have the last few encounters fun. And they were just other crew members that were asleep on the ship that were just like, oh hey, what's been going on?
Incredible.
I was in cryo, but it the ship's damages must have woken me up. Yeah.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
So thank you
Wonderful.
all.
That was fantastic, Conlon.
Thank you, Conlon.
Thank you, Conlon.
Glad you liked it. Those of you who are watching, if you would like to play Mörk Soul, there is a link, mörksoul.com. You can download the playtest. You can get the files from here. I've been making a bunch of updates to that. Matt and I are working on this. Not exclusively, but it's one of our bigger projects. So more will be coming out about that soon enough. I think hopefully we'll be into a Kickstarter next year. That's maybe. But until then, I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your days and nights and everything. And until next time, are you ready for more tales?
Always! Bye, everybody!
Goodbye, everybody. Stick around for a raid.
Stick around.